All right, hello everybody. This is a quick kind of a process video for NerisLaces. I had received a design team package the other day, and I got to thinking about this metal little bust, or not, it's not bust, oh, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, I have this and it's kind of boring, and so I thought, you know what, I kind of want to make it into an angel, maybe fairy type thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do and what materials I'm going to use to add some wings behind this, and I'll just probably glue them on. I might add some appliques here on the bust also, just so that it kind of blends in a little bit better. Don't know if I'll do anything at the bottom. As of right now, I don't have any plans to. So here's what I've done so far. So the first thing I did was I went to my printer and I was going to print angel wings, but I had already had this printed. And so I thought, well, if I turn this upside down, to me, it looks like angel wings. So instead of wasting ink, that's what I did. So I took that and I cut it out, and I took off the body of the butterfly, but I did use this connector piece. So I left that in there, and I turned it upside down, and I thought, yep, that does look like angel wings. So I took that and I got a piece of lightweight chipboard. This is from a paper collection I had. I just took off the back. You could use a cereal box. And I traced this on the lightweight chipboard. Now, I am going to cover it with some of the lace fabric from Neri's store, but I thought it needed something on top of the chipboard. So I also have some real pretty shimmer paper that's kind of in an off-white. So I traced the butterfly and I did it twice so that I could cover the chipboard on the front and the back. So basically it's 3 layers, a thin piece of chipboard and then 2 pieces of this cardstock. I think it's about 84 pounds maybe. But yeah, it's shimmery and really pretty. So I glued the 3 pieces together, and then I decided on what fabric I wanted to use to cover it. And so I've already cut it out, so it's kind of hard to tell, but this is from the design team package I received. And you can see that this part's missing because that's where I cut out the butterfly. I just did the front. So this is the pattern. It was like this on the bottom, then it got to be a medium size, and then you'll see that these littler appliques are at the top, or the embroidery. So I cut out one piece and I cut it a little bit larger than the actual butterfly so I could wrap it around and glue it. Now when I glued it around the edge, you really won't see the back of these wings, because the way I have this standing, you won't see the back of the wings, but I thought, well, I better make it nice and neat anyway. So what I have done so far is I took the fabric and I did wrap it around and I glued it. So once I glued it on the back, I didn't like how rough it looked. So I used this trim from Neri's store and I just glued that around the edges of the back. And that's probably all I'm going to do. However, I might, if I have some things handy, I might be able to fill in, like I have this collar from Neri's store. I could cut out this center piece and then just kind of lay these pieces on the back just to add something. So I don't know, well, I'll just kind of play around. I'll show you the end result when I'm done. But I wanted a little bit more pizzazz than this. So another applique I had received from Neri was this one. Now, when I look at this part right here, I'm thinking that would look great down here. So I'm going to cut these apart and I'm going to place them on the bottom part of the wings. I might take the center of this part and maybe put that on the back. Maybe somewhere, maybe not. Maybe I could take this and put that on the back just to add a little something. But I'm going to just kind of mess around, cut up the applique, start placing it down. I'm using a glue gun. See, I think that's going to look cool, having this right here. And I'm going to have it hang off a little bit at the bottom. I'm just going to start using my hot glue gun and gluing it on, and then I will attach it to the metal, I don't know, what do you want to call it, mannequin, I guess, that I have. And like I said, I might have to add some stuff to the bust just so that it kind of combines everything a little bit. Maybe I'll put that on there, I don't know. So that's the first step. not the first step, but that's how the process I'm going to be using to decorate the wings, using the fabric and some of the appliques and maybe even the collar that I've received so far from Neri. So let me go ahead and put it all together, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, and here's the end result. I went ahead and glued the wings onto the mannequin, the metal. It was a little bit hard to get it to stick, so I might have to go back and add maybe E6000 instead. But I did add some of the trim around the waist. I took the trim, or the collar I cut and put on the back of the wings. I put the inside part here, and then there was a little applique, well, a dangle, I guess you would say, that I got from Neri. It's just a little flower with some pearls, and then I wanted it to kind of look like a halo, so I put some of the trim, and then again I just took a little piece of the applique and cut it, and so it kind of looks like a bow at the top there. So easy project, great use of the appliques and the lace from NerisLaces from Etsy. So if you have not yet taken a look at her store, please do so, and she continually adds new things all the time. So thanks for watching, and I hope to have some more projects for you soon.